Most people know that you shouldn't take Tylenol after drinking alcohol because it is hard on your liver. So if you actually come to the back, what you're going to find is that under warnings, there is a liver warning: 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day while using this product. So if you're going to go out and you're going to have more than 3 alcoholic drinks, then you shouldn't take Tylenol. So then people say, oh, well, you should use an NSAID like Aleve. But if you use an NSAID like Aleve, you'll actually see that it also has its own warnings, and it says stomach bleeding warning, and then it also has the same thing: 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day while using this product. If you go with an NSAID, you're going to punch your stomach. If you go with Tylenol or acetaminophen, you're going to punch your liver. What you should do instead is use Cheers Restore, because Cheers Restore was actually invented to help you recover the day after consuming alcohol. This product was on the season finale of Shark Tank and is now sold in over 30,000 brick and mortar retail locations, including CVS, Walgreens, Albertsons, Hy-Vee, Meijer, Wegmans, HEB, 7-Eleven, Circle K, and a whole lot more coming soon. Our claim to fame is that you will feel like you had roughly half as many drinks the next morning or your money back. Most people think that the reason you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol is because of dehydration. But dehydration cannot explain why alcohol is bad for your liver or why alcohol is bad for your brain. So when you drink alcohol, alcohol converts into something called acetaldehyde. And acetaldehyde is 20 times more toxic than alcohol itself. You're going to get exposed to acetaldehyde relative to how much you consume. So if you have 1 drink, you're going to have 1 drink's worth of acetaldehyde. If you have 3 drinks, you're going to have 3 drinks worth of acetaldehyde. So you may want the alcohol, but you definitely don't want the acetaldehyde, because that is one of the main reasons it's bad for your liver, and it's also why alcohol is so bad for your long-term health. The other thing to understand is that alcohol will ruin your sleep. So alcohol binds to specific receptors on your brain called GABA, and that's what makes you feel relaxed, carefree, and generally good. I hate to break it to you, it is not the dehydration that's making you feel relaxed, carefree, and generally good. The problem is that what goes up must come down, and so when alcohol leaves your bloodstream, you actually go into a state of rebound, and that makes you feel irritated, stressed, and generally bad. And if you drink enough alcohol, it's not just going to ruin your sleep. You're still going to be rebounding from the alcohol the next morning when you wake up, and that's why lights may be too bright and sounds may be too loud, and you can be dead tired and not be able to sleep. If you take 3 capsules with or shortly after your last alcoholic beverage, then the dihydroxyrecetin in this product is actually going to bind to the same brain receptor that alcohol binds to, and actually satiate these receptors so that you sleep better and end up waking up feeling better the next day, because you undergo less of this rebound. And then the cysteine, which is simply an amino acid, will actually bind to acetaldehyde and form a non-toxic compound called MTCA, effectively neutralizing acetaldehyde so that you get exposed to less total acetaldehyde over the course of an evening. If you're somebody who drinks alcohol and you're looking to feel better the next day and you're looking to do it in a health-conscious way, then you should ditch the acetaminophen, you should ditch the NSAIDs, and you should use a product that's actually good for your liver and good for your health rather than detrimental to your health. You're going to feel better, and it's going to be better for you.